everybody, and welcome to my channel. Today we are going to be exploring. I'm super excited to be doing these videos for you to try to promote to get out with your dog and also be responsible while doing so. So we are going to be exploring lots of different trails throughout New England, but we are starting here in North Andover, Massachusetts. This is a really cute little town that obviously used to be filled with lots of farms. As you drive through, you'll see those old farmland, or maybe you'll see some farmland that is still being used, maybe some cows, who knows. So we are here at Weir Hill in North Andover, and you might be wondering where is Weir Hill. So Weir Hill, W-E-I-R, is in North Andover. As I said, it's just near North Andover High School, so it's right off the highway and easy to get to. It is a part of the trustees cooperative that takes care of maintaining the land and trails. So without further ado, let's get out there and get going, and let's see how great this trail really is. So today in North Andover on Weir Hill, we're taking the Yellow Trail, and the reason I call it just the Yellow Trail and not the specific name is because each section of the trail has a different name, so we're just going to stay consistent and continue to call it the Yellow Trail. There are trail markers on the trees throughout this whole trail, so it's very easy to follow. I actually highly recommend it if you're just starting out. To just practice not getting lost somewhere. It's a good place to do that. So we're going to be following those yellow trail markers on the trees as we go around. And this trail is really nice because it starts off with a nice decent sized hill, and then you quickly make it to the top and get a cute little view of the surrounding neighborhood and the waterways. And the trail just continues around in a big circle around the whole property. So you get to see a lot of it all at once. And then there's some other colored trails that offshoot the main yellow trail, so you can go explore some more. But today we're just going to be sticking on that yellow trail that goes all the way around. And it says it's supposed to take us about an hour to complete. So we'll check back in and see if that's accurate. As you walk around the trail, you'll notice that around you is a lot of cleared trees, and you might be wondering why that is. And thankfully, the trustees that manage this land provided some signage to explain why. But essentially, they're trying to revive the habitat for specific species, especially birds. So that's why it looks a little different right now. It's kind of in a regrowth phase, but just like any trail, it's really important to protect that habitat, whether it's already in existence or in a stage of regrowth, by staying on the marked trail, not wandering off, and helping everything regrow and provide that new habitat for those special animals. We are continuing on the yellow trail that runs around this area, and it has become super cute, you guys. There's this cute little wooden fence that wraps around the water's edge, and we are walking up and down tiny little slopes right next to the water, so it's really pretty. Something really cool if you decide to come here or other places with bodies of water nearby. You might hear some weird noises like submarine sounds, or like weird little noises coming from the lake or the pond, or maybe even a stream if it's frozen over enough. And that is actually the frozen ice on top cracking and shifting. Usually it happens during the day when the temperatures rise and the ice starts to melt. And as that ice on top cracks and moves around and shifts, it actually vibrates and like hits one another. So those weird funny sounds that you're hearing from the water is actually the different ice hitting each other and those vibrations caused by that. So, pretty cool. As we're walking around, we are pretty much lakeside and hugging the shoreline of the lake. This next to us is Lake Ketchickawik, which is a drinking water supply for North Andover. So it's just important to always keep in mind, especially when you're around a drinking water supply, is to not allow your dog to swim in it, as well as always be responsible in picking up your dog's poop, because when there's a lot of hilly terrain and everything, anything that is on that hill gets washed right into that waterway. At all of the different intersections, there are signs that tell you which way to go, which is very helpful. So we're going to be continuing on the yellow trail and heading straight across this intersection, and there's a nice marker on the tree again so that we know where we're going. That intersection was for the white trail that we just passed by. So that was a great time out on the trail at Weir Hill in North Andover, and I'm super excited to have done that and brought you along with me. I think you were able to see a lot of different aspects of it, and I really appreciate the different features that this trail had. The boardwalks and everything throughout the different wetlands was really nice, and I really like that when I'm bringing my dog along, because of the different terrain and textures and everything. It just adds to the brain stimulation for them and makes them just that much more tired. So overall, I would say that this trail is pretty darn dog friendly. I really appreciate that dogs are required to be on leash here, and that because of the land clearing project and everything to redo the habitat there for those birds and different wildlife species, there's a lot of places to just step to the side of the trail, so that if there is another dog passing, you can leave your dog some ample room to do that interaction. Sometimes when trails like mountain biking trails or something are really skinny and very lean, it's hard to create that space for those animals, for our dogs to be able to pass each other. So that was really nice, and I really appreciated that. The terrain overall was very soft for our dog's paws. There were gravel going up and at the top of the hill, but it was nothing that I would be worried about any dogs hurting themselves on or anything like that. So that was good. There was no major dangers or anything. I would come back to this trail for sure. The circumference of the yellow trail that we did today was about an hour for us, a little under. But depending on your speed, it's about an hour. So I like that for a little stroll, and you can go into the intertwining trails and kind of do loops and stuff. But the only reason I would hesitate to come back is because Lake Ketchickawik is a drinking water source. Dogs aren't allowed to swim there, which is totally understandable, and we should do as much as we can to respect that and not allow our dogs to swim in it. But my dog does love to swim, so I would be more likely to go to visit a trail that did allow dogs in the water. But even so, it was really nice to walk along Lake Ketchickawik and see all the views and hear the ice cracking and breaking, and it was a really beautiful day. There were probably about 10 or so people that I interacted with as I went along the trail, and everyone was friendly and respectful. Everyone had their dogs on a leash and created lots of space for each other. So that was really good. They really encourage, as they should, to promote picking up after your dog, and I didn't see any poop anywhere, which was really nice, and I really appreciated that too. So with all of that said, I really enjoyed hiking or going on my little trail walk at Weir Hill, and I would encourage you to do so as well. If you enjoyed this video, please let me know by liking and subscribing to my channel so that I know you would like to see more things like this. I really appreciate all your love and support, and I hope you enjoy the journey with your dog just like I did today.